Hi guys, I'm Mark.
I'm Penny.
And we are the Oyster Boys, and today we are reviewing? We are reviewing a beer kit from the Malt Miller, which is the Hops Cascade beer from Siren Craft.
Yes, so they've obviously done a sort of selection celebrating certain styles of beers, haven't they?
It's different hops, it's to let hops shine. So this is the Cascade version of that.
It's loosely based on the Sierra Nevada, or that was like an inspiration.
It's like a tribute to Sierra Nevada.
Because they do you can get a clone. They do a direct clone of the Sierra Nevada on the Malt Miller site, but this is not it.
Oh, the Mysterio Sierra Nevada
one. Which is lovely, by the way. I don't understand the picture of that weird old bloke and his dog.
Maybe somebody could tell us.
Yeah, but this is obviously, it's inspired it, and they created, so West Coast style?
It's a West Coast yeast.
Yeah.
It's a Omega OYL 004 West Coast yeast. Well, you can assess what kind of style you think it is when you drink it.
Yeah.
But yeah, just talk about, so it's all pale malt apart from some Crystal T50.
Okay. So a bit of sweetness coming through towards the end, maybe.
Yeah, and it is all Cascade hops, of which there is 200 whopping grams of it. I think it was a 150 gram Whirlpool hop edition.
Oh, so no bitter in?
No, there is some.
Oh, right, sorry,
But the majority of that 200 grams of hops is just dumped in right at the end. And it's whole leaf hops as well. Which, you might see in one of our other videos that we use some of the extra that I bought for a little other experiment, which might already be out, actually.
Could be. Yeah. Have you done it? I don't know.
It's edited, ready to go, Might just grab it before this one, But anyway, getting bogged down with other things. This is the beer that we're going to review.
So this was made in your CO2 climate control.
No, it wasn't. No, we're still not into that. The first beer that's done in there will be.
So this is not Fermenzilla or anything like that.
Firmzilla. No, this isn't in the Firmzilla. This is just.
Fermenzilla's a better name. You've got to admit. Or do you prefer Firmzilla?
I prefer Firmzilla.
Yeah.
And on when the side of the box when it arrives, it's got a dinosaur like that, like Godzilla but Firmzilla. But, this is, if we say, it is a West Coast style, that's kind of what you'd expect. That's what isn't it? This is cold, mate. Your fridge is...
You love it, don't you?
Your fridge is so cold, mate.
Yeah.
What you got it set at? Minus 1,000.
Warm beer, would you, mate?
No, that's true. That's true. I think it looks good, actually. I really like that colour, like that sort of like deep orangey colour.
What I will say about the head is that if you ever have Sierra Nevada, it is that sort of like a musky sort of colour, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I think it looks a great beer. I mean, it is.
I do really like that colour, and I think the head. We've been sat here chatting. We had to sit here and wait before we started filming because there was some background
noise.
There
was a nappy change going on.
There was a little nappy change, not mine.
You've actually managed to keep it dry, haven't you?
Yeah, for now. I give that an 8.6.
Yeah, I think an 8 for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, I wouldn't expect it to be clear. Should we give it a sniff?
Yes.
Get those nice sort of like florally notes, don't you? A bit piney.
Yeah, it's a bit piney. A little bit maybe of a slight.
And there's a smell. You get like a smell of the sweetness, don't you, as well?
Yeah, I'm surprised. I would have thought I would have got more since you put so much in the Whirlpool.
Yeah, I would have thought that it would have been more of a like a big aroma thing. And there's no dry hop addition. It's all just all hot side. So.
And how old is what? So I've had that in there. So what? It's
probably a month. It's probably been a month.
1 month old or something like that. So it's not.
I mean, it's not wildly.
What I do get is it smells nice, but it's not.
It's not wildly blowing me away for the amount of hops that have gone into it. I mean, it potentially could just be flavour central, but I'd probably give it like a 7.5. It's it's.
Yeah, I'd say it's.
Smells good. It just doesn't knock me off my chair.
Yes, 7.5 for me as well. I think what you do get, like you're saying, is the piney notes, maybe a bit of grassiness,
and you can smell smell a bit of maltiness in there as well, can't you? Yeah. So, but should we do the important bit?
I think so.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers. I think I will say, I know this is my fridge, but you've set the carbonation quite nice on that.
Yeah.
It's almost like an ale sort of carbonation that you've done, which is nice.
Yeah.
I think that's really nice.
Carbonation wise, it's funny because I have moved away from having a fridge now, and I've got a pub style remote chiller or a shelf chiller, and I'm carbonating my beers at room temperature. And when I used to do it in the fridge, the keg would be in the fridge and I just put it on at 10 psi or 12, maybe 15 psi if it was a more highly carbonated one. But now, because I'm not doing it in the fridge, it's at room temp, I'm carbonating beers like, an ale's like 30 psi, a lager's at 40.
40?
Yeah, and then I'm serving it at 40. So, pressure going right to the tap and just doing it all with flow restrictors and flow controls now. So I should probably do a video about that.
Yeah.
It's quite interesting, actually.
Next level, yeah.
But I'll tell you, this is easy to drink.
So, a slight bit of hoppiness. I mean,
it's not too bitter.
It's definitely not too bitter. It's definitely not. I almost get like a...
It's a really nice beer, actually.
It is, isn't it? Yeah. It's really smooth, like really smooth. Not lovely mouthfeel. Almost like, I can't describe it, like not a smokiness, but a peatiness almost, like slight hint.
Yeah, so there's
like a meatiness.
Yeah, it's there is some good bitterness. It's quite dry. It's not.
Yeah,
it's like although it had a sweet smell, it's not a sweet beer.
No.
And the hop flavour is really nice.
Yes.
Like it's really shining through. I think it's really really good.
And it's like mellow as well, isn't it? It's a lot of it, but it's mellow. It's
but
not,
like you said,
that's a lot of hops. It's like
the mouthfeel where you talk about. It's not like it's not thin at all. It's not syrupy thick like like an imperial. It's just smooth. It's nice. The carbonation is good.
I think that's an all year round beer as well.
Yeah.
I think that's quite nice at winter, but it'd be quite refreshing.
Maybe if you maybe added 1 degree to your fridge temp for in the winter, and then in the summer you can put it back down. But mate, this I think it's
I think it's good too.
You think it's got to? I was going to say 8, 9, but I mean you do you, but that's
okay. Well, it's a 9 for me.
Yeah.
And I even give this to. I mean, I don't really like hoppy beers. It's definitely not a West Coast. I give it to Charlotte. Didn't tell her it was a hoppy beer, and she tasted it. It's like, oh, that's really nice. And she hates any hop forward beers. So
thinks she hates them. Not anymore. Not anymore though.
And I just think it's a really nice, and for the complexity of flavours that come from it, considering the grain bill was so simple. And there's only one type of hops. It's crazy, really.
It's great you can get such a good beer out of it.
Yeah, because it's almost a smash, isn't it? A single malt.
Yeah, you're only a couple of grams away.
Yeah, well,
a couple of grams away from it being a smash.
Okay, well, it really showcases the hop, doesn't it? Brilliantly.
Yeah.
So
it's fantastic.
Because what was the other one that we did with the one that it really showcased? Is the Strata? What Strata?
Strata Delight, yeah.
And that
link up there.
What was the hop? Can you remember?
Strata.
It was.
Solid gold, mate. Strata. That Strata Delight was good. I think it was someone's award-winning beer, that wasn't it? And Strata's the hop that's like smells like the stickiest of icky.
Yeah, it's a danky.
Yeah.
So
price-wise, £30, 40 pints, 75 pence a pint.
Okay, so you're getting a liquid yeast. Do you remember the yeast? It's the Amiga
OYL 004.
Yeah.
West Coast, which is 11 quid for the yeast, and there's 200 grams of hops in it.
Yeah.
So that's probably another 12 quid. So you get £22 already, and then pay the malt. Maybe the hops might have over-egged that a bit, but it's 200 grams. But price-wise, it's quite a lot. And then I think for what it is, 75p for a pint of that, mate, is a very, very reasonable, very.
Because you've almost had to reevaluate our things, because we were saying, weren't we, the price as everything. I mean, I was hearing the other day, tea bags have gone up 30%.
But yeah, I mean, for me, 75p for this.
Yeah,
it's a solid banger, mate.
I think 8.
Yeah.
8.
8.2, I thought.
Yeah.
I think that's really good.
Yeah, I think I'd be happy. I'd feel I was getting value for it, and obviously sessionability. I know you've got to go and pick your Chinese up.
I am. Yeah. But honestly, mate, that's a really, really good, really easy drinking beer. That.
Would you keep the carbonation like that if it was yourself, or would you turn it up a little bit? Or?
Maybe up a touch.
Yeah.
But I think it's a good. Sorry, there's a fly there, mate. Yeah. He wants a bit. It's good level, but I think at that carbonation, which isn't really going to change anything if it was higher or not. But this beer, I could have 6.
I think 5 for me.
It's 5.5%.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's a premium beer.
Yeah.
If I had 6, it'd be well on the way. But yeah, I think I could have 6 of them.
Yeah, 5 for me.
Yeah.
I think it's a good all round beer.
Yeah, I think so as well.
Yeah.
So I think it's actually under here.
There we go.
There's the oyster score for this beer. Yeah, nice easy edit. There's the oyster score for this beer. Smash like, hit subscribe, tell a friend.
Yeah, and then obviously we're using the same beer again with the hot bong.
Yep.
To see
using or used, depending on how I order these videos.
So is there a difference? Well, if they've watched this and not watched it, then obviously
then go and watch the other one.
Watch the other one. You know, does a hot bong make it? Well, it's a hot bong using a hot run.
Using a hot bong as a hot randle.
As a hot randle.
Yeah.
And obviously moving forward, we're going to include a bit more footage of our actual brewing days.
Yeah, some more brewing footage and
chatting.
stuff to bulk it out. You know, the videos are long enough anyway, aren't they? But you know,
well, people can physically see that it. How it's done and how we do it.
You can buy this beer commercially as well. I'd recommend it. It's a nice beer. If you don't want to make it yourself, if you want to go and buy it, link up there or down there to go and get it.
Yeah.
And oddly enough, I think I've got one of our next videos, or coming up recently, will be another Siren Craft one from the Malt Miller, which is the Siren Soundwave, which is now the third time that I've made it, because the first 2 times I fucked it. So, yeah.
So you've got footage now, so if this comes out fucked, there's actual visual footage as well. So.
Yeah, of me admitting that I fucked it. But no, I think that's pretty much it for this one. Thank you very much for watching.
Yeah.
And I'll catch you on the next one. Oysters out.